Hi, I'm Danielle. Welcome to my perfume journal. In this video, I'm going to set my tray up for the upcoming week. So this week, I won't be going over what I wore last week because I'm actually setting up my tray and recording this video a little earlier than usual as I am heading out for the weekend, and I wanted to set my tray before I left. So I'm just skipping right to what I'm planning to wear this week. First up is one of my absolute favorite summer scents, Arancia Rossa from Laboratorio Olfattivo. This is from their Viaggio in Italia line by the genius perfumer Jean-Claude Ellena. And it is by far the most perfect blood orange perfume I have ever smelled. It is bitter and sweet at the same time, which is really something only Jean-Claude Ellena could accomplish. It is crisp and invigorating, and it is like the perfume version of an aperitivo. It is just something that makes you feel refreshed. And unlike a lot of other citrus perfumes, I find this to be very long lasting, and it does not ever veer into cleaning product territory. Jean-Claude would have none of that. This is simple, elegant perfumery at its finest, and it is one of the best perfumes I own. Next, I have Melilot from L'Occitane. This is a summery Fleurmond. It has gourmand notes of bran and carrot seed, which give it a sweet, rooty, nutty carbiness, but the gourmand facets are balanced out with this gorgeous, gorgeous sweet green clover note. That is actually my favorite part of this perfume. When I got this perfume, I was really intrigued by the carrot seed, of course, and the bran. But what surprised me was how much I really loved the clover in this perfume. It smells fresh and meadowy, but not like wet or dewy. It doesn't have that snapped stemmy greenness that you find in some perfumes. It's literally just sweet green. It is sweet green. And I love a perfume that has this kind of yin and yang to it. Melilot has that cereal-like quality of the bran, and it's juxtaposed with the green clover. They just complement each other so beautifully, like colors on a color wheel. And I just have to give a shout out to my friend Kristin from Kristin Fragrances on Instagram. I will link her page down below. She introduced me to this perfume. She is my go-to source for the most wonderful bready, carby perfumes, and she never ever steers me wrong. So thank you, Kristin, for recommending this one. I still love it. And this is Amicus Cumulus from one of my favorite independent artisan brands, Pearfat Parfum. I have described this perfume before as a tea party in a hot air balloon. It is such a fun, whimsical scent, but sometimes fun and whimsical scents are not actually wearable. And I think one of the things that Ali Corral, the wonder of a human behind Pearfat, does best is she creates really conceptual, fun, kitschy, retro-inspired perfumes that actually do smell great when you wear them. So Amicus Cumulus is milky oolong tea, licorice, and strawberry. But on Allie's website, she also lists fluffy clouds, ozone, and good omens as notes in this perfume, and I love that. And honestly, she delivers on these fantasy notes. There is this very specific quality to Amicus Cumulus that makes you feel like you have broken past the ozone layer in your hot air balloon. You are floating among the clouds. You are sipping a cup of milky tea that you have stirred with a licorice rope, and you're eating scones with strawberry jam. You are just relaxed and gazing down at the earth below you. It is so much fun, and it smells so good on. It smells so good. It is fruity and fresh and ozonic. It is just a happy, happy perfume. You cannot wear Amicus Cumulus and not be put immediately in a good mood. So I was reminded of how much I love L'Imperatrice from Dolce & Gabbana this week when I met up with my pal Allie. Hi Allie. We swapped perfumes and samples, and I brought her a decant of L'Imperatrice, and we sniffed it together, and I was like, why do I not wear this more? This smells like the perfume version of the juice inside a Dole fruit cup. It is sweet, but it's light and not too syrupy. It is so fruity. It's watermelon and kiwi and rhubarb and there are some pink florals and just enough musk in the base to make it last like semi-well. It's definitely not like an all-dayer, but it's fine. And it's also a good one to respray because that initial blast is so delicious. You just want to be able to keep refreshing yourself with it over and over and over again. So after we geeked out over perfumes at the coffee shop, we took a ride over to Sephora, and I smelled the new L'Impératrice Royale, which has completely different notes from the original. That perfume lists cranberry, azalea, and cedar, but I thought it smelled very, very much like the original, but like amped up to 11. So anyway, I am going to give this bottle of L'Impératrice that I've had forever a little more love this week, and I'm going to walk around smelling like a kid's lunchbox. And finally this week is the perfume that I'm going to wear to a pool party on the 4th of July, and that is Vacation from Vacation Incorporated, created by Arquiste. I was sucked into buying this perfume because of the ads on social media. The Vacation company did this amazing campaign. It was based on like the perfume and sunscreen ads of the 1980s. And so as a Gen Xer, I was the target audience for this campaign, and I was completely and fully influenced. But when I learned that the perfume was actually legit, it was created by Rodrigo Flores Rue and Arquiste for Vacation, I was like, yeah, let's give this a try. This is not just a novelty perfume. And this perfume did not disappoint. It is literally an 80s summer in a bottle. Not like an 80s perfume, but an 80s experience. So let me paint the picture for you. You get on your huffy Santa Fe 10-speed bike and you ride over to your friend's house, and she has an Esther Williams above ground pool in her backyard with the decking. And on the deck, you are laying on one of those lounge chairs that was like made out of plastic roping and left you like sweaty with stripes embedded on whatever side of your body was touching it. You are slathered in Bain de Soleil or Hawaiian Tropic or some lotion that has like 0 SPF but smells absolutely amazing. You have on your Janssen bathing suit so you can jump into the pool every hour to cool off. And the Panasonic portable radio is blasting Prince and the Go-Go's while you're still young enough to while away a whole summer's day without a worry in the world. And that is what vacation smells like. Pool water, wet bathing suit, suntan lotion, and that unmistakable feeling of being young and completely carefree. It is the most perfectly nostalgic perfume that also happens to smell absolutely amazing. So that is my tray for the week. I would love to know what you might be planning to wear this week, especially if you're going to have the day off on Friday. Maybe you have something planned with family or friends for the holiday. Thank you so much for watching, for spending your time here with me, and for chatting perfumes with me in the comments. I really appreciate it, and I love talking with all of you about perfumes. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.